Hello and welcome. Today we're going to make a Google Calendar. First, you want to be in your account, either on the Gmail page or the search page or wherever you generally land. You're going to go up to the waffle and you're going to find Google Calendar. It's blue, it's got a 31 on it. It looks like pages of a calendar turning. When you select that, it will open up your Google Calendar. Any calendars that you have access to will show up in the sidebar. Anybody else's calendars that you're subscribed to, a coworker or a boss or a parent or child or whoever, will also show up. Each one of them is color-coded, and you can control that. And you can also control which ones you see and which ones you don't. When you click on it, it goes away. So let's get all of these to go away so we have a clean slate. We're going to click on the plus that we can add a calendar. We can create one from here. We can browse other resources, anybody else's calendar, import somebody else's if you need to, or what we're going to do is just create a new calendar. I'm going to call this demo. You can put in a description. You change the time zone if you needed to. Be sure you're the owner and it's connected to your organization. And you'll click Create Calendar. It's creating that. Once it's created, you can go back up here next to settings, click your back arrow, and you'll get back to your calendar. The three little dots next to it will let you display just this one, hide it from the list when you're done with it, share it with somebody else if you need to, and of course, change the color to whatever color it is you want it to be. I'm going to leave it at this pistachio green that was the default so that we can see and you'll know everything that you did in this color is on this calendar. So let's put in some events. You click on the date. You can add holidays, like that's going to be Labor Day. It's an all-day thing. I don't need to send an out-of-office reply. All I have to do now is just hit save. Nice and easy. The next one, let's say there's a football game. And you want to put in a time, perhaps. We know it's that day, but it's not an all-day event. You click on Add Time. It gives you the option to add the time. And you can say it starts at 6. The default time slots are for an hour. The others are in here every 30 minutes. And let's say it goes till 8 o'clock. It's on this calendar. If I wanted to put it on another calendar, I could, but this works. And I'll click Save. Here it is, 6 o'clock football. Then let's say we've got another event, the 11th. Let's say it's a board meeting or something. I don't know, pick something. But we need some more information with this board meeting. I want to do more than just add a time. So I'm going to go right here to More Options. When you click on that, it opens up in a new window and gives you more options. So I've got a board meeting. It is not an all-day event. Excuse me. Let's say it's at 1 o'clock. And it's going to go till 3 o'clock. It's still in our time zone. Maybe it's every Tuesday. The default is that it doesn't repeat. It's a one-time only event. If you know you've got this meeting every year, every month on the second Tuesday, every weekday, whatever it is you want it to do, you can click on this and you'll have a meeting set, let's say monthly on the second Tuesday. And so every second Tuesday, you're going to have this pop up. That can be good if it's a regularly reoccurring meeting. That can be bad if you really didn't mean for it to go, but there's where that setting is. You can also put in a location. So let's say it's going to be at the community building. Let's say community building. Well, here's the Lamar Community Building, which is us, for example. You click that in. That gives you your location. You can add conferencing abilities if you're going to use a Hangouts for it. You can add a notification so that it will tell you every 5 minutes, every 10, every whatever it is you want it to do. It's on this demo calendar with its blue color. It's going to show me as busy. I can put in a description. I could also, with the paperclip, attach the agenda so that when I did this, other people could see here are the things on the agenda for that meeting. I can also go over here and add guests. I can add anybody here that I wanted to add or nobody here and start somebody else. I can add Karen. I can add, I probably want to add Katie. I can add Karen. I can add Talera. I can add other students. I can, whoever it is that's going to go there. I can also give those guests the ability to modify the event or invite others or see the guest list. That's going to do exactly what it sounds like. If I want to let them modify the event, maybe they'll tell me that the meeting really doesn't start until 1:30, and so they can go in and change the time. If they can see the guest list, they can see who else has been invited to that. They can invite other people to it, and you can add really any information that you want. You click on save. It's going to send invitations to these guests. Now, I'm just demonstrating, so I'm not going to send invitations to these guests. But if you do, that person will get an email that says you've been invited to this event by the person who created it. They can accept or decline or change it. And that event, if they accept it, will go on their calendar. I'm going to say cancel changes because I don't need that saved anywhere. And I'm going to close it out. Actually, I think I'll just take the people off and save the event. And you'll see that that's on here. Here's my board meeting. Here's my board meeting in October. Here's my board meeting in November. It's on the second Tuesday. I've got whatever it is I needed for those people to know. So that's the basics of setting up and using a Google Calendar.